Fiancé's secret text to ex shattered my trust. I was halfway through my latte when I noticed Jake's phone buzzing face down on the kitchen counter, again. The third time that morning. He'd been acting off. Distant, for weeks really, but that day he'd left his phone behind while showering, something he never did. I sipped my coffee, trying to ignore the dread pooling in my stomach. "You're paranoid," I muttered. After all, we were 4 months away from the wedding. Venue booked, dress ordered, deposits paid. But then I remembered the way he'd flinched when I hugged him from behind last week. How he'd started staying late at work training the new hire. How he'd begun sleeping with his phone tucked under his pillow, something he'd mocked as bizarre when his friends did it. The shower water cut off. I glanced at the phone. One unread message. My throat tightened. Before I could talk myself out of it, I flipped it over. The screen lit up. One new message from Ashley. Ashley. His ex, the one he dated for 3 years before me. The one he called toxic. The one he claimed had ruined him. My thumb hovered. I shouldn't. But then I saw the preview. Can't stop thinking about that night. The bathroom door creaked open. I slapped the phone down, my pulse roaring. I spent the next 2 days replaying that snippet. That night, a work trip? Last month, he'd gone to Denver for a conference, the same city where Ashley lived. I checked his Instagram. No tagged photos, no stories. But I knew his password. At 2 a.m. while he snored beside me, I crept to the living room and opened his messages. The texts went back months. Jake, I miss your laugh. Ashley, you're engaged. Jake, doesn't change how I feel. Photos, emojis, dates. A video of her in a dress I'd never seen. Captioned, "You always loved this one." And then the Denver messages. Jake, I'm here. Room 417. Ashley, be there in 20. That was 3 weeks ago. The night he'd texted me, exhausted, going to bed early. I stuffed my fist in my mouth to stifle a sob. When I confronted him, he looked relieved, like he'd been waiting to crumble. It was a mistake, he said, tears streaming. I felt trapped with the wedding planning. She messaged me out of nowhere and I just spiraled. Did you sleep with her? My voice sounded hollow. No, I swear, we just talked, laughed, like old times. But the texts said otherwise. Last night was perfect. Now he's sleeping on the couch. My ring sits in a dish by the sink, its diamond catching the light tauntingly. I've read every message 100 times. The worst part? He told her, I'm not sure I'm ready for forever. Forever. The word he'd whispered when he proposed. I don't know what's next. Our families are texting about cake tastings. My mom keeps gushing about the floral arrangements, and all I can think is, who was I even marrying? TLDR. Found fiancé's emotional, maybe physical, affair with ex via texts. Now my dream wedding is a nightmare, and I don't know if trust can be rebuilt.